like living in Lithonia, Georgia? Today I'm going to dive into some true and some not so good things about Lithonia so you can get a real data on what it's like living in Lithonia, a suburbs in Metro Atlanta. So before I dive in, introduce for those who don't know me, I'm Lucretia Ramsey, a local experienced realtor serving the Atlanta market for many years. I bring this information so you can get the truth. Whether you plan on relocating or you live in Atlanta, you want to know what it's like living in Lithonia. So do me a favor, hit the subscribe and the notification. If you'd like a quick consultation, my information is on the screen. Again, I'm Lucretia Ramsey. Before I dive into the pros and cons on what it's like living in Lithonia, let me share some data on Lithonia. Lithonia is about 18.5 miles from downtown Atlanta. If you're driving on a great day, like maybe on a Saturday, it may take you about 25 minutes to get down to Atlanta. It's approximately 20 miles from Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson Airport. It is a small town feeling that you get, but it is one of Metro Atlanta's city. Metro Atlanta have 11 counties and it's located in DeKalb County. I want to give you the truth so that you can make a decision. I want to give you the truth about the affordability of Lithonia. Right now, as of this video, as of February, the average price on Lithonia was about $290,000. The average days on the market was 59 days. That was not the average, that was the medium price range, which gives you a better feel for what the market. So I'm going to take you on a tour. You'll be going through downtown Lithonia. You'll be seeing some houses and you'll see some of the areas so you can get a feel for the area. So let's dive into the pros and cons of living in Lithonia. Now we'll give a drive through downtown Lithonia. As you can see, as we go through the city, it's an older city, mix of moms and pops shop. And just the truth on Lithonia, the city of Lithonia is old. It's been around for since the 18th century. It's built on granite. I'll sit back while you get a quick drive through of Lithonia. Pro number one, affordability. As I shared some stats briefly on the affordability of Lithonia, the average price range of a home was around $295. It's going as low as $250, $260. What I want to share about you with the real deal Lithonia, they have smaller homes to 3-bedroom, 2-bath homes, and some split levels and so forth. I'm going to show you my first neighborhood. Believe it or not, you can get a lot of house for your money. As that first neighborhood, Welburn Oak, those homes about $250, $270 as I drive through. In another neighborhood, Cutter's Mill, as you see, Cutter's Mill is running between $280, $290, and these homes are not bad. Let me share this with you. On some of these neighborhoods, these are on the outskirts of Suburbs. They're not in the city of Lithonia. The city of Lithonia have older, not so nice homes in the city of Lithonia. But when you go outside in the unincorporated, some of the neighborhoods are pretty nice for affordability. Pro number one, what it's like living in Stone Mountain, you get a feel for the neighbors, you got a feel for the downtown. One thing about Lithonia, it does have checks the box on affordability. Pro number two, accessibility to Atlanta. Lithonia is about 18.5 miles from Atlanta. So on a good day, if you're going to work and stuff, where you're going down I-20, it's probably going to take you 40 to 45 minutes. Because most people that live in Lithonia do not work in Lithonia. What Lithonia have on the pro side also is accessibility to major expressway. The accessible highway is I-20. And right now they're in the midst of doing Spaghetti Junction I-20, which should help relieve some of the traffic. So accessible to I-20, and as you go further down, you have accessible to 285, so you can go 285 east or you can go 285 west, depending on what department. That's one of our major, we have our major highway in Atlanta, and I-20 takes you straight on down to Atlanta, and then you could go to the airport. You probably can get to the airport. On a traffic day, it's probably 40 minutes, but on non-traffic day, it's probably 30 minutes. So I told you about 20.5 miles. And you can get to the airport straight on down I-20 or come on around 285. So you have choices. It does give you choices with accessibility. Pro number 3, outdoor living. Lithonia has easy access to Arabian Mountain. Arabian Mountain is very beautiful. You can walk around the trails. They have a lake. Actually, I've gone there around there several times. Very serene. A lot of people go nature lovers. So if you're a nature lover, Arabian Mountain is very close to Lithonia. And then if you want to go to Stone Mountain Park, that's probably about 20 minutes. You could go to Stone Mountain Park. A lot of people go there to walk around the mountain, up the mountain. So if you're a person want to feel the breath of the outdoor living and you want to ride your bike and not be so crowded, Lithonia would check the box in outdoor living. Pro number 4, small town feeling. This area gives you a feeling of a small town area, especially if you can walk in the around town, Lithonia with the small shops and stuff. And you just want an area like back there, and you want it quietness and peaceful. It's very peaceful, and it gives it's good little small for families if you don't want the hustle and bustle of the city. That Lithonia would offer that. Con number 1, crime. I'm not saying it's a high crime, but it does have its problem with crime. So I just want to make you aware that, like anything, it wouldn't be like the safest, but it's not bad. But I want to bring that to your attention. That would probably be a little negative on the part of Lithonia. Lack of public accessibility. A lot of parts in Lithonia do not have public accessibility. Like if you're in downtown Lithonia, on some parts in the suburbs, there's not public transportation. So if you're in need of public transportation, it wouldn't check. You would definitely need a car to live in Lithonia. So I would say that would be a con. Con number 3, small town, low retail. Lithonia does not offer big box retail. You would not find big box. There's a low retail. You would find mostly little small mom and pop shops. Well, and there's not a lot of traffic coming through there, so it's very difficult if you have a retail shop. With that low retail and not fine dining, and with being in that small town, that's a difficulty. So for you, that would definitely be a con if you would, for that small town with lack of retail shopping. You would have to go to probably, if you want, either Stonecrest Mall or Conyers, but that definitely does not check the box there. Con 4. Con 4 would be a concern for you as a parent. Unfortunately, the school tends to rank in the lower percentile. So you would not that they don't graduate kids, just not a high performing school. So if you're one of the parent that wants a high performing school, they wouldn't have it. They're in the lower percentile in DeKalb County. They do have a theme school, Marvin Elementary, which is good, but the middle and the highest is in the lower percentile, so that would definitely be a problem. So that would be considered a con. That lower percentile on the school system, unfortunately, is not on the higher thing. Is Lithonia right for you? It depends. If you're a first-time buyer and you need a place that's affordable, Lithonia would check the box. Your investor will look for opportunity, would check the box. But one thing about Lithonia, they do have some nicer neighborhoods that would be quieter and safe. But if you're a family that wants an affordable place that's walkable, that have neighborhood, Lithonia would check the box. So you make a decision if this is right for you. What I wanted to do today is break down the real deal and honesty on what it's like living in Lithonia. And Lithonia is not a bad place to live. It just depends on your budget. So I'm breaking it down for you so that you can make a decision. If you have questions, feel free to reach out to me and make sure comment and let me know your assessment on what you think of Lithonia.